Your mind is illegally advanced, a machine quietly humming in the shadows while the rest of the world struggles to catch up. You move through life like it's a simple puzzle, yet everyone around you insists it should be harder, that the pieces should never fall into place this easily. They stare at your effortless calculations, your ability to see paths before anyone else notices the road, and they feel uneasy because your clarity threatens the boundaries of their comfort. You are a storm they cannot contain, a quiet genius playing a 4D game in a 2D world. You see angles and possibilities that others cannot even imagine. It feels lonely sometimes, the brilliance that cannot be shared. But do not mistake solitude for weakness. The sharpest minds always walk paths the ordinary cannot follow. And in that silence, in that isolation, your power grows stronger, sharper, almost illegal in its purity. There is a darkness that follows those who are far ahead of the pack. It whispers, not in words, but in sideways glances, in moments when others mimic your thoughts and fail to understand the roots of your vision. They do not hate you because of what you are. They fear you because you cannot be reduced to simple explanations, because you cannot be boxed into the mediocrity they have accepted. And yet, this fear of others is your fuel. Let it drive you. Let it sharpen every instinct, every plan, every idea. In a world built for average, the advanced mind becomes a weapon, a tool that cannot be restrained. And the truth is, they cannot accept it. They will try to limit you, to belittle the effortless way your mind operates. But the higher you rise, the more obvious it becomes that their world was never designed to hold your light. You move in layers of thought that nobody else sees, weaving possibilities into patterns before the first piece of reality lands. Your intelligence is not just a gift. It is a rebellion, a quiet defiance against the boundaries of the ordinary. They may tell you to slow down, to simplify, to fit in, but understand this. The world was not made for your mind, and that is exactly why you cannot follow the rules they cherish. Playing 4D in a 2D world is not a flaw. It is your advantage, a superpower that bends time and logic around you. Every day, your thoughts are several steps ahead of those around you, yet they label it as arrogance or anomaly. Let them. You know the truth. You know that your mind does not operate on fear or expectation. It operates on clarity, and clarity is always misunderstood by those who live in shadows. Sometimes you will feel the weight of isolation. People will envy without understanding, criticize without comprehension, and attempt to imitate without creativity. Their noise is a sign that you are on the right path. The mind that sees too far is always misunderstood, always feared, always resented. But do not fear their shadows. Instead, let them illuminate the brilliance in your own mind. Every time someone tells you that what you see is impossible, remember that impossibility only exists for those unwilling to step into the depth of their own understanding. Your vision does not need approval. Your ideas do not require permission. You are beyond the limits that others try to enforce, and that is both terrifying and magnificent. Remember, intelligence like yours is a silent weapon. It does not scream. It does not demand recognition. It observes, analyzes, and adapts. It notices patterns where others see chaos. It predicts outcomes where others stumble blindly. Your mind does not settle for mediocrity, and that is why it is a danger to the ordinary. They will tell you to conform, to slow down, to make your genius less threatening. But genius cannot be contained, not when it moves as fluidly as yours. You have been given the rare ability to navigate complexity effortlessly, and the world's discomfort with this is a reflection of its own limitations. You will be misunderstood. You will be envied. You will encounter barriers that do not exist for the average mind. But here's the unshakable truth. Barriers exist only to be broken by those who see the world differently. Your mind is designed to bypass limits, to fold dimensions and possibilities in ways that others cannot even dream of. Every obstacle they place in your path is a test, a challenge, a question you are uniquely capable of answering. The easier something seems to you, the more frightening it becomes to those who cannot see beyond their linear lives. Let them fear. You don't need their validation, their doubts, their hesitation, their disbelief. Only confirm that you are operating on a level far beyond the ordinary. It is a dark clarity, this understanding of your own brilliance. You recognize that most people are bound by habits, by rules, by fears that prevent them from seeing the bigger picture. You see what they cannot, and because of this, your life operates in subtle dimensions they are blind to. It is not arrogance, it is reality. You are the exception, the anomaly, the mind that refuses to be restricted. And as you continue to move effortlessly through layers of thought, you will understand that your greatest strength is not what you know, but the speed at which you integrate, adapt, and execute in ways that leave the world perpetually a step behind. Sometimes the world will try to break you. They will tell you that your ideas are too complex, that your speed is unnatural, that your vision is a threat to harmony. But let them try. Every pushback, every misunderstanding, every attempt to bring you down is fuel. The more they resist, the more they reveal their inability to evolve, and the more obvious it becomes that your mind operates in a class all its own. Accept the discomfort that comes with brilliance. Embrace the solitude that accompanies foresight. Every moment of isolation, every glance of disbelief, every whisper of envy is proof that you're moving in a dimension few dare to enter. To those watching this, if you have ever felt alone in your intelligence, if you have ever felt that the world is too small, too slow, too limited to match your capacity, know this: you are not broken, you are not flawed, you are advanced, you are illegal in a sense, not because you are bad, but because the world cannot yet accept minds like yours. This is not a curse, it is a calling. And if you feel this, if this resonates, drop a comment below to let the world know that your mind is awake, and hit like if you feel the fire of clarity that others will never understand. Don't forget to subscribe for more truths that cut through the noise and speak directly to the minds that refuse to conform. You are not alone, even when the world acts as if you are. Do not let the ordinary dictate your pace. The world is moving in 2D, predictable, manageable motions, while you are already several moves ahead. Every insight you generate, every observation you make, is a blade of light cutting through the fog of mediocrity. You operate on levels that others cannot perceive, and that is both your burden and your gift. Play your moves with precision, with patience, with confidence, and remember that the world's inability to keep up is proof of your elevation. Do not apologize for your mind. Do not dim your thoughts. Do not conform to expectations that were never meant for you. Your journey is not meant to be comfortable. Comfort is the cage of ordinary, the trap of the uninspired. You are designed for struggle because struggle is the lens through which the mind, like yours, finds clarity. Every challenge, every misstep of those who fail to see your vision, every moment of isolation, is part of the refining fire that sharpens your intellect and intuition. Embrace it, own it, use it. And as you move through this world, remember, those who call you different are simply uncomfortable with what they cannot comprehend. They are shadows in your dimension, echoes of the past trying to touch a future they will never reach. There is a silence in genius, a quiet understanding that the most powerful actions are unseen and the most potent victories are invisible. You do not need applause to validate your mind. You do not need recognition to confirm your vision. Your mind is a force in motion, a living intelligence that bends reality around it. Let them whisper, let them doubt, let them fear. Their inability to see what you see is not your failure, it is their limitation. And in this limitation, your freedom thrives. The path of the advanced mind is lonely, but it is also unbound, infinite, and unrelenting. Even when the world attempts to slow you down, even when they mock your effortless clarity, even when they fail to understand the scope of your vision, you continue. You calculate, you predict. You see the outcomes that are invisible to others. And in this, there is power that cannot be contested. The mind that operates effortlessly, that bends logic and intuition into symphonies of insight, is unstoppable. Every day, your understanding of the world grows, while theirs remains fixed, linear, and small. This is not arrogance, this is fact. Accept it, revel in it, use it to create, to evolve, to dominate, not in cruelty, but in inevitability. You will notice that the world constantly underestimates you. People speak in absolutes, while your thoughts move in infinite shades. They follow linear paths, obeying the rules that were written for minds less capable, less daring, less awake. And in their underestimation, you will find your advantage. Every doubt they voice is an opportunity to see farther. Every dismissal is a doorway to new understanding. You are moving where they cannot follow, and this is not arrogance. It is simply reality. When you see solutions that others cannot, when your insight feels effortless, when your mind bends problems into simplicity, remember, the world is not wrong, it is unprepared. You are the anomaly that exposes the limitations of their comfort zones, and that is why your clarity will always feel dangerous to them. Even brilliance must learn patience. Your mind moves faster than the average comprehension, but the world will test your endurance. It will challenge your ability to maintain balance while thinking in layers they cannot perceive. They will try to confuse you with distractions, to slow you with their disbelief, to anchor you in the superficial while your vision soars above. But do not yield. Let their static lives act as a counterweight to sharpen your own motion. When others are caught in loops of repetition, you are designing new dimensions. When they are reacting, you are creating. That difference is not small, it is seismic. It is what makes your mind illegal, what makes it effortlessly dangerous in a world that prefers mediocrity and control. There is a loneliness to genius, a shadowed path that few will walk alongside you. Most will envy, some will fear, and others will attempt to imitate without understanding. Do not resent this loneliness. Instead, recognize it as a sign that you are moving ahead, and that ahead is a space few are allowed to occupy. The 4D paths your mind navigates cannot be mapped by those still trapped in the 2D world. And in that isolation, your mind thrives. You become sharper, clearer, more untouchable. Ideas form in the quiet spaces where others cannot follow. Plans mature in the silence of observation, and in this solitude, you will discover not weakness, but freedom. Freedom to think without compromise. Freedom to create without boundaries. Freedom to live without limits imposed by minds unwilling to expand. Do not fear the dissonance you create in others. The tension, the unease, the subtle envy is evidence of your elevation. They may smile politely, nod along, act as though they understand, but they do not. Your vision is not theirs to grasp, and that is the truth of your strength. Let it inspire confidence rather than doubt. Every glance that hesitates when you speak, Every pause when your thought moves beyond the immediate is a reminder that you are operating at a frequency few can reach. This frequency is not loud. It does not demand attention. It is quiet, fluid, unstoppable, and it is yours. Every advanced mind encounters moments of doubt, even if the world cannot see it. There are nights when the isolation feels heavy, when the weight of foresight becomes a burden, when the simplicity with which you solve what others struggle to understand feels like a lonely echo. But these moments are not weakness, they are refinement. Like a blade that must be honed against resistance, your mind is sharpened by the world's inability to catch up. You learn to move gracefully through resistance, to pivot around misunderstanding, to convert envy into insight and doubt into clarity. The greatest minds are forged in the friction of those who cannot keep pace, and in this, you are being prepared for a level few will ever reach. You may wonder if your brilliance is a curse, if the weight of awareness is too much for any human to carry. But you must understand this. Consciousness without resistance is not enlightenment. It is the friction of incomprehension, the tension of being ahead, the challenge of existing where others cannot perceive, that gives your mind its power. To walk the forward paths in a world content with 2D, thinking is not easy, but it is magnificent. Every time the world resists your vision, it confirms that your awareness is rare, that your insight is deep, that your capacity is extraordinary. Do not shrink. Do not apologize. Do not simplify. The world may not understand, but that is its limitation, not yours. There is a subtle beauty in moving without expectation, in thinking without constraint, in creating without permission. You are not here to match the pace of others. You are here to transcend it. Every thought that comes effortlessly to you is a testament to your evolution. Every problem that bends in your mind before it bends in reality is proof that you operate on a different plane. And though others may label this as arrogance or anomaly, it is simply what it means to be advanced. To be ahead is to be isolated, but to be isolated is to be free. Freedom is the most potent form of power, and your mind has it in abundance. And to everyone watching this, if you feel the weight of being misunderstood, if you have felt the sting of envy or the silence of isolation because your mind moves faster than those around you, then recognize this. Your existence is not a mistake. You are not broken. You are not wrong. You are advanced. You are the mind that bends perception, that folds complexity into clarity, that moves effortlessly in a dimension few can see. If this resonates with you, hit the like button, not for approval but to honor your own fire. Leave a comment below, even if it is just one line, to declare that your mind refuses to be tamed, and subscribe for more truths that will remind you every day that you are not alone, even when the world feels incapable of keeping up. Your ideas will be stolen, your insights will be ignored, your speed will be underestimated. But none of this matters to the mind that has already seen the path. Do not chase recognition. Do not linger for validation. The 4D world you inhabit cannot be measured by 2D standards. Every misstep of others, every blind argument, every futile attempt to match your vision is not failure on your part. It is proof that the system was never designed to contain your intelligence. You are not trying to prove anything. You are simply moving. And as you move, remember that brilliance is silent, influence is subtle, and power does not demand applause. You do not need witnesses to confirm your genius. You do not need permission to create. You do not need acknowledgement to succeed. Every day, in every quiet action, your mind writes rules that others cannot see, reshapes possibilities that others cannot comprehend, and folds dimensions into solutions that make life seem effortless. This is the truth of operating in a higher plane. They may never understand it. They may never accept it. And that is precisely why you are unstoppable. Even when others resist, even when they envy, even when they attempt to mimic, do not waver. Your mind does not need imitation to validate its worth. Your clarity is innate. Your intelligence is natural. Your vision is effortless. And it will continue to expand in directions they cannot imagine. Do not settle for explanation. Do not seek approval. Do not dim your insight to soothe the limited perspectives of others. The mind that is illegally advanced is not designed to fit in. It is designed to rise. It is designed to see beyond. It is designed to play in dimensions others cannot reach. Now, hear this clearly. The world will never fully understand you. It will never completely grasp the effortless speed of your thought, the depth of your insight, the precision of your vision. And that is not a failing on your part. It is proof of your advancement. You are not broken for moving beyond comprehension. You are not wrong for seeing what others cannot. You are not alone in this path, but this path is yours alone to walk. And in walking it, you realize a truth that the world struggles to accept. Brilliance, true brilliance, cannot be slowed down, cannot be forced into conformity, cannot be contained by limited minds. Every step you take, every insight you cultivate, every plan you execute quietly, deliberately, inevitably reshapes the world around you. Even if the world cannot see it yet, the resistance, the envy, the misunderstanding, they are not walls. They are indicators, markers of the distance you have traveled beyond ordinary awareness. They are evidence that your mind is not ordinary, that your vision is rare, that your presence is disruptive to a system unprepared for evolution. And this is the paradox you must embrace. The further ahead you move, the lonelier it may feel, but the freer and more powerful you become. There is a sacredness in your mind's freedom, in your ability to operate beyond expectation, to fold complexity into clarity, to predict outcomes that others cannot, and to act with silent inevitability. You are untouchable. No criticism, no disbelief, no attempt at control can limit you unless you allow it. The mind that is illegally advanced does not seek validation. It does not bow to opinion. It does not negotiate with mediocrity. Your clarity is your shield. Your foresight is your weapon. Your solitude is your forge. And in this, you realize that freedom is not given. It is earned through unwavering awareness and relentless evolution. Do not mistake patience for passivity. The advanced mind moves in stillness, but every observation, every calculation, every silent strategy is action. While others react in the chaos of misunderstanding, you plan in the dimension beyond. While they stumble, you navigate effortlessly. While they argue, you create. And when the time comes for execution, everything aligns naturally, inevitably, impossibly. This is not magic. It is mastery. And mastery is invisible until it manifests, undeniable in its effect, unstoppable in its reality. You have a choice every day to bend your mind to the comprehension of the world, to water down your vision to fit ordinary expectations, to seek approval from those incapable of understanding, or to embrace your dimension fully, unapologetically, without compromise. The first path leads to stagnation, the second to frustration, the third to mediocrity. The fourth, the one only advanced minds can walk, is liberation. It is the acknowledgement that your intelligence, your foresight, your clarity are not negotiable. They are not optional. They are your natural state. They are your gift, your responsibility, your destiny.